Hello YouTube, Auntie Sue here. Okay, so in the past I used to love to do the little contests and stuff, but when I do them I'd always make sure that they understood that they were just like for fun for me, just to give me a topic as opposed to, really being entering into the contest, because I've got plenty, so I'm good. But anyway, so I'm sitting on the edge of my couch, which is really silly, but anyway, I've been sewing, and I sew on my couch because the TV's up there, and that way I've got my little nest built around me. And I hate to watch television without doing something with my hands, so I've been sewing. Been making little masks, small masks, because adults get it, and they'll do it, but little kids are kind of fussing against it, so I figured if I got them fun things like Star Wars or cars or, I've given away quite a few Tinkerbills. Girls seem to be more willing to wear the mask than guys do, so I've been kind of concentrating on little guy-ish things for guys to make them feel macho. A couple little skull patterns and stuff, which is really cute for kids. All right, so this is like a video for Uncle Phil's seller. And he wanted us to tell him something, or tell all of you something interesting that you guys already didn't know about us. And so it's like, what, pink's my natural color hair? I got to think about it, and I've been on YouTube in various forms, either through Google, when Google first started up, all the way up to YouTube and stuff, and then I got, sidetracked. So I'm back on Gore. So this is for Uncle Phil's seller, but it's not really meant to be an entry. This is just for fun and promoting your channel because I think it's cute. So let's see, what do you want to know about me? Or what do you not know? You know that I love pipes, and I always have. I got my first pipe at 4, my first Dunhill at 4, my first Medico at 4 years old. I got my first little package of tobacco at 4. When we were kids, my 2 sisters and I, now there's videos on all this, so this is what I'm saying. It's like, this is what you know about me already. When we were growing up, my sisters and I used to dance in my dad's pipe smoke to monster-proof ourselves, and it worked because we never were bothered with monsters. We used to dress up in the leaves from the fields because we have, in my genes is tobacco is in some way or another. My mom's family was tobacco families, and my dad's family was briar and tobacco, so between the two of them, it's just cellular level on us. It always has been. I love snuff, love vodka and olives, you guys know that. I got a tattoo and a chance to sleep with Alice Cooper at the same time. Got the tattoo, didn't sleep with Alice Cooper. I do have Irish blood in me, and I am the Ford Tartan. And the Ford clan, which is actually an Irish clan, it was known for having marriageable women, because back in the old days, a lot of the property went from wife to wife because the men were killed all the time, so it's usually the women that ended up with the property. I still talk to dead people. I talk to Danny daily. I talk to my mom and my dad. I have no problem with believing that they're somewhere hearing me, and if they're not, then at least I'm talking to somebody more intelligent than myself. Seems like I always have a lecture whenever I do a video, and I don't mean to. I like to help with the kids' parties. You guys have seen those things on there. I got friends that are in the business and still do and still will. A lot of them are dying out on us and leaving the companies, like the McClellan. Man, I'm going to miss Mary. Her husband, not so much. But, there's a lot of things. I name my pipes. You guys know that. That's what I'm saying. There's really not too much interesting else about me. What? I have, 300 pair of shoes, probably more. I mean, how interesting is that? I probably have, a couple hundred headbands and hair foo-foo stuff. I just don't know what else there is to tell you guys about me. I used to live in a big house, and we recently moved to a very smaller, not a very small, it's still about half a space, so I'm still pretty happy with it. I cook everything, if you don't mind it all being burnt. I'm a good cook if you like everything burnt. That's the way. Actually, what the joke on that is, I brought some food to a party one day, and they said, well, you can tell Sue didn't make it because it's not burnt. So, but I do really good with following a recipe. The more intense and hard it is on a recipe, I make beef Wellington to kick anybody's ass. If I've got a really good recipe and it's very complex and stuff like that, I tend to do better than I do it just throwing something on and fixing it. Not that I don't do okay, it's just like so. There's only one knob on my stove and they are all too high. I don't cook anything low. I move fast. I'm a nicotine, caffeine addict and have been all my life, plus sugar, which I had to give up, and that's really been the toughest thing I've ever done. But better that than giving up my caffeine or my nicotine. So I'll give up the sugar. And that's been really hard. So I got to turn off an alarm. Sorry, I put my finger in your nose. Gosh, you know, trying to do a video about what you don't know about me is tougher than doing one about, oh, wait a minute, that's the other way around, isn't it? Oh, I'm off focus. That's another thing, I'm always off focus. I never have a train of thought when I go into these. And the only train of thought was to try to come up with something that you guys didn't know about me. Can't remember my new address, worth a shit. Blew my memory out in the 60s, you know, and I was old enough then. You guys know I went to Alaska, and you know I've taken a parachute jump. Won't do that again. I had to take the jump in order to go to Alaska. Let's see, I just can't think of anything else. I love Pinky and the Brain. I think you guys kind of know that. I think that's about it. Like I say, I just can't think of anything that you guys don't know about me. I visit my friends when I can. I visit my pipers when I can. I can't wait to go back to Texas because not only, well, and maybe that's something. A lot of you guys know it, but I don't know if I've ever really expressed it on video. I love little kids and their piper family. I've never dated anybody but a piper, so that starts with that, you know. Never known anybody that didn't smoke in some form or another that I can think of. No, can't think of anybody. And if they aren't smoking, I will introduce them to the joys of nicotine one way or another. Hook or crook. I used to live in Leavenworth, so I'd run around the VA and give out cobs and tobaccos to a lot of the veterans there because, you know, you could buy tobacco for a whole lot less than you could buy a carton of cigarettes. And so, and some of them kept them, and if I had a great friend in Mersham, corn cobs, they've been great. Phil's been great to me. He used to donate tons of pipes for me to send to the military, and then he's always been really good. If I have a drought on pipes, you know, and want some cobs, I just really have to give him a call, and he's been just great about that. But then, you know, they have the rejects, and so I'm sure that's, I mean, you know, one of those with 20 to 40 pipes in it gets me through quite a year. But I do have a lot of older briar, cheaper briars that I've had over the years that I use to give away. If a pipe veteran is out there and he's still smoking his cob after, you know, a couple of months, then I'm the first one to hand over a briar to them, or somebody that I know is. Well, that's a long video, and I still didn't tell you something you don't know about me. I can't carry a note even if you put it in a bucket with a lid on it. I don't know how to sing. I dance all the time because you've seen them on my videos, and if not, you know that's one of the things. I was looking at some of my old videos and stuff, and I have absolutely hundreds of videos back there that I've never published. You know that, or there'll be in the O'Day's editor in YouTube. You could put a whole bunch of them together. So I've got some that are like, you know, an hour long of just a whole bunch of different videos that I've put out in the past, and to see the difference in the changes in me from start to finish has been kind of sad, because I'm not sure who the old lady in that video right there is, but that's not me. Gosh, well, you guys, you know, if you have any questions, call me or text me, or, you know, I'm around. I have been in the tobacco business, for years. Was in the pipe business for a while. My nickname is Sue Dunhill Queen, and that's because I used to also do some LARPing. But when I was 4 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there, my dad also enrolled me in the White Spot Society in UK. And for years that was a big going thing. Now, nobody even pays any attention to it. But in my lifetime, there's not a doubt that I've owned and sold and bought and sold. And over the years, when you've been actually legal to smoke for when you've been legal to smoke for over 10 years or more, you learn a lot and you've done a lot, and life's been really good for me. So I guess really, if anybody wanted to know about my down times, maybe that would be, oh, do you want to hear about the horrible things that I've gone through that you guys don't know about? Of course not. So basically, who you see, what you've seen in the past is who you still get, me. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I'm watching you.